Hi, I'm Jamie. I'm gonna take these glasses off so that you can't see double screens in my glasses. Damn it, I don't look as smart. I want to answer a question that was asked. So, I haven't been in a relationship in a good amount of time, and I can genuinely say that I'm happy and I'm loved and I'm content with my life and I'm excited about my life. I believe that the keys to being happy and to staying happy, regardless of whether you're in a relationship or not, are one, being happy as an individual. Know yourself, love yourself, believe in yourself, trust yourself, motivate yourself, stand up for yourself, be your own cheerleader, celebrate yourself. Be hard on yourself sometimes if you have to. Challenge yourself, have fun with yourself, and constantly work on yourself so that you can be the best yourself that there is, and you can take all the credit for being so awesome. Um, I also think it's important to be independent. Um, it's so important to know what makes you happy first before you can worry about, being happy in a relationship. It's important to be happy exclusive of anyone else because if a relationship should end, not to be pessimistic, but sometimes it happens. But if a relationship should end and it was the only happiness that you knew in your life, where does that leave you? Relationships are wonderful for so many reasons, but they can't be and should not be, must not be the deciding factor of your happiness. I've heard way too many stories of people who drown themselves in their relationships and in their significant other, so much so that they lose themselves. And then when the chips fall and the relationships end, besides dealing with the devastation of the breakup, they have to rebuild themselves, remember kind of who they were before the relationship. I also believe that the key to being happy, exclusive of a relationship, and this goes for even if you are in a relationship, I think these things are important to maintain. But it's so important to do the things that you like. What brings you joy? What challenges you? What motivates you? What are you passionate about? What excites you? What makes you laugh? What makes you pee your pants? You're just so overjoyed about it. Not that I've done that or anything, but do it. Do all of it, all the time. The things that you say, oh, I wish, I could do this more often, or I wish I could learn this, or I used to love doing this, but X, Y, and Z reason, I haven't found myself doing it anymore. Do it. If you know what makes you happy, follow it. It's like the easiest recipe ever in America. If you know that A, B, and C leads to your happiness, by all means do it. If that's playing sports, join a sports team. If that's reading, read more often. If it's knitting or cooking or hiking, being active, traveling, absolutely anything, do whatever you can to do those things because essentially that is part of the recipe that's going to make you happy and keep you happy. Another thing I think is so important um, to being happy if you're not in a relationship or even if you are, is being with the people that you love and that you enjoy and that make you happy. Um, Friends, family, coworkers, peers. Surround yourself with positive people. How can you go wrong? If you're not in a relationship and you're spending quality time with your friends, or spending time with your family, or meeting new friends and creating new bonds, then you don't really have time to think about not being in a relationship. And all of those relationships that you have with other people, with your friends and your family, and whoever it may be that's important to you, those can be so fulfilling. And you might not be able to make out with them, but they're still pretty awesome, right? I don't necessarily believe in being in a relationship just for the sake of being in one. Um, I understand that it gets lonely sometimes, and you wish that you had someone, to share things with. But again, I think being comfortable being alone and knowing how to navigate the world alone is important because although you won't always be alone, those times that you are, it's so important to be able to be independent and know that you can survive without necessarily always having someone there by your side. And not to discount relationships because they are wonderful for so many different reasons, but your life can be just as fulfilled without necessarily being in a relationship.